Yeah, sorry, I didn't look at my phone, so I thought we were starting at 6:30, so I didn't realise you sent a message saying let's start now.
Didn't look at your phone. That's unlike you.
I was watching Friends. Having my dinner.
Of course you were.
Which episode?
Phoebe's mom in Montauk.
No, hang on. Have you got it? Have you still got it on?
Yeah.
We're trying to record a podcast here. You know, it's about football. We don't like. I mean, people are going to write in and they'll complain.
To be fair, I've got
things in the background.
Turn the telly down. Actually,
I'm on mute, so I didn't think of that.
To be fair,
I've got football on now.
That's all right. That's topical at least.
Chelsea women versus Tottenham women.
What's the score?
1-0 Chelsea.
Oh, is that a good omen for tonight? What do you think?
Well, I hope so. Well, I'm watching back-to-back Chelsea, so it's great, you know. Let's hope so. But I've got to say that I watched the semi-final of the Women's Champions League. I didn't realise it was on, so I only caught the second half. Chelsea-Bayern. And honestly, it was one of the most exciting halves of football I've watched in a long time. Because it was proper end-to-end, yeah. And it was like, you know, clearances off the line, people hitting the bar, it was fucking excellent, that second half.
And what was the score?
It was really good. Chelsea won 4-1 in the end. Because it was a breakaway. Yeah, they're in the final, yeah. So it would be nice to get a double final, that'd be good.
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
City are looking final? Pretty strong, aren't they? The women are playing Barca in the final. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, like, the background noise, I mean, you'd normally find us in the pub, which will hopefully happen soon, chaps. We will be back recording the podcast in the pub. But until then, here we are. It's the Football Humans. We're on Zoom. It's me, Andrew Ragg, Liverpool fan. Don't really talk about Liverpool anymore because, we're going through a bad spell. But Virgil van Dijk's going to come back. Everything, the world is going to align. Football is going to be great again, guys. And to the left on the screen is Mr.
Donald Trump.
Mr. Michael Belton. Say hello.
Hello, mate. Hello. You're right.
Hello. Chelsea fan. He's a bit nervous tonight because obviously it's a big game for Chelsea tonight. And
the nerves haven't quite kicked in yet. I don't know about you, but when it's games like this, it's sort of like about half an hour before, and then when they come out, I start to get like sweaty palms and that. My armpits start like draining, and I get like really.
And then you hit the bottle to sort out a bottle of Evian.
Yeah.
Yep. Back on the good stuff.
And at the bottom of the screen there, Mr. John Berry. Say hello, John.
Hiya.
And you're a Hearts fan. Let's kick off with let's go there straight away, guys. What's going on with the Hearts? Scottish football. What's the deal?
Well, they won it, yeah. Since last time we recorded, right?
Yeah, won the championship.
There you go.
And
they looked really pleased with that in that celebration, didn't they? They couldn't get rid of the cup. It was like a hot potato with that cup.
And also, somebody just,
I don't want it.
I think it's still outside the ground. I think someone just dumped it outside the ground. Piece of shit. I had a tear in my eye. It was absolutely a phenomenal moment in my life. No, it wasn't. I know it was foregone conclusion, wasn't it? Nobody gives a shit. So back to normality next year.
You hope, yeah.
You getting Craig Levein?
Well, I don't hope actually.
You're getting Craig Levein
I know.
back.
That's what I was just saying. If it was normal, I wouldn't be happy. But hopefully, get back to where they were 10 years ago.
Yeah. So, nothing is going to change next season. The manager's going to be the same. Everything else going to be the same.
He won't get sacked. He won't get sacked. Yeah, I mean, they're talking about there'll be a major squad overhaul. But I mean, they do it every single year.
That reminds me.
Every January.
When they were protesting, there was something. There was a little A, wasn't there? Capital letters and then a little T. That's right. Did you ever find out what that was all about?
I don't know. Just that stuck like that. Obviously used all the time. Budge over, Nielsen out. T. No idea. There you go.
Well, another thing that's happened, Mr. Berry, you've turned another year older. Happy birthday to you yesterday, mate.
Happy birthday.
Thanks very much. Yeah, 33.
Did you have a nice birthday? What did you get up to?
We're off Monday and Tuesday as well, so it was I think a 4-day weekend, which was great. But I mean, the weather was shite on Monday, so we were going for dinner, but I ended up just cancelling it because I mean, imagine sitting outside eating pizza in the wind, and the wind was horrendous, so we just cancelled it. and just went to Marks and Spencer's, spent about £100 on nothing. Like laid that out on the table. It was like cheeses and meats and that, and it was like not worth it.
Still hungry after it.
Well, yeah, we were just grazing, but it was fine. Erin was desperate to get a bottle of champagne. She got a £30 bottle of champagne. She had one glass and she was like, I don't really want this actually. I was like, oh well, it's a waste of £30 then, isn't it?
Did you not drink it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought you might. Yeah.
Oh well, no.
Yeah,
Decision made. I'll have it. And then yesterday,
good job I bought the long straw.
I know. I only had some of it anyway.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were going to Hampstead Heath, but we didn't end up going to that either. So, I mean,
I was going to ask. I didn't think you would because it was fucking pissing down in the morning.
I know. So. But we could have just done it. But we're honestly the type of people that need to, if we decide to do something, we need to book something at the place we decide to go to. Otherwise, we just won't go. Left the house yesterday. We're like, I can't be arsed actually. Like, and we're both like, yeah. So we just wandered down to Earlsfield and went to a pub there and sat in the beer garden there and a couple of drinks.
Nice.
Couple of drinks.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Only
just three pints. 3 pints. 3 pints.
That's all right. That's not too bad. And did you cap off the day watching Manchester City against PSG, or did you?
I didn't because I don't have BT Sport and I could stream it, but or whatever. But I can't really be asked. Like the thing is, it's just football's shite at the moment anyway because there's no fans and stuff. It's not everything's like a training match. But honestly, there's football on every single night. So I'm not going to go out my way to watch. If there's a night off football, I'm not going to go out my way to try and get it.
Oh, but this is a Champions League semi-final.
I know, but I've not been keeping up with the Champions League at all this year. I'm just gonna because of last year they finished it late and stuff. I was confused about when it was and who was playing and all this. Anyway, I have no interest in Champions League this year.
Fair enough. I quite enjoyed the game, to be honest.
I thought it was a really good game
yesterday.
I thought
City defended really well. I was well impressed with Diaz and Zinchenko played really well. And PSG were like it was matter when they went goal when they let in another goal. So it was sort of beyond that. They sort of lost their bottle. Di Maria got sent off, and then there was some seriously bad tackles going on, man.
I heard that
really terrible. But you could see that for about a 10-minute spell in that second half after Di Maria got sent off, they completely lost their heads, man.
Yeah, they did.
Completely.
Definitely did. Well, I thought it's a bit like what's that? Sliding doors. So, like, I reckon if it had been a penalty, it would have been a completely different game. And then they had so many chances where they'd like hit the bar, and you're like, oh,
well, Marquinhos hit the bar, didn't he? Yeah.
If it had just gone, that look had gone little bit the other way, it would have been a totally different story. But
that's it, because I think when Mahrez scored that first goal, it sort of like it took the fight out of them, didn't it? It just sort of like like you said, it's total. If one of them early chances had gone in, it could have been a completely different story.
It could have been, but you got to say, like, we go on about big name players all the time, don't we? But like, I mean, Neymar, he didn't turn up. Like, he didn't look great. He had a few free kicks where he just like blasted it over the bar, and you just think these huge players. Like, when was the last time you saw a massive star turn up for like big game? Who would you say was like a big game player?
Kaká, when AC Milan Man United.
No, because Messi and Ronaldo have done it before. I mean, I don't know.
I know.
In a semi-final, they just don't come to. So they've constantly performed at that sort of level then?
Well, the thing that comes to mind is Ronaldo for Portugal when they won the thing. I mean, that's a while ago now, but even when he got like injured and he was on the sidelines, he was like fucking. Do you know what I mean? But before that, he was like a proper talisman. That's why I've always sort of considered him higher now, because he's sort of like he did what Maradona sort of did. He dragged a team that was pretty average all round to win a big tournament. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say that was but when was that now? That was ages ago now.
That was 2004, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, it was
2006. It was 2006. Greece won it 2004. So it was 2000. Oh, was it not?
No.
2008.
It's not that old. I thought it was in the.
Oh no, it was
even
2016, wasn't it? 2016.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're saying all that, and I was like, because my memory's shit, but I was like, it's not that bad, is it? It's not like
I know.
it's not like nearly 20 years ago.
I know.
Yesterday,
Yeah, it was.
I was like, holy
2012.
shit, man! I better get checked out.
Yeah.
Ronaldo's just 11, and he's just like, come on.
I was at 11 actually. Yeah, 2016 it was. Yeah.
But there's PSG fans are all toting him off, aren't they? Neymar, they want him out and stuff on social media and all that.
It's a weird one with Mbappe. If you're fit enough to get on the bench, like what?
It probably was.
There was no way he was fit enough to be on the bench. He wasn't even wearing studs in the first half. I mean, I don't even know why he came out with studs in the second half, because there was no way he was getting on the pitch. Like, he can't have been fit.
That was a bad move for them, actually, him not playing ball. Here he is.
Do you know what? That's so weird.
Cecil.
Obviously, I know it's Cecil, but for some reason, I was just about to say, Rash, you got a dog.
Let's have a Great Dane. This is This is Fluffy.
Yeah. I don't know why I instantly thought it was coming from your screen for some reason.
So what's your predictions for tonight, Roy?
I really don't know, because I mean, we played well in the first leg, and we should have actually taken more chances, and I felt like we'd done enough to come away with a win. Do you know what I mean? But we got a draw and away goals. It's not bad.
Yeah, so what is it? 1-1. It's 1-1 at the moment.
Yeah, the thing is, it's a tough one, because like you never know. It's sort of hard to judge what Chelsea's going to turn up. But the other one is it's hard to judge what Real Madrid's going to turn up.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they looked quite placid in the first leg, but I doubt that's going to be the case again. Do you know what I mean? And if they get an away goal, it changes it. No, he came on the last 15 minutes in that leg, so...
He's hardly played for them, eh?
Yeah. No, hardly.
It's a great move for Chelsea, that, money-wise.
Oh, I'd take him back in a heartbeat, though.
Well, not if he's injured prone, no.
Nah, it's all up there, mate. It's all up there. He's homesick. That's what it is.
Is it?
But I mean, I can see it though. If he plays, he's not had a good game for Madrid like since he's gone there. But it's just one of them things. He's bound to have the game of his life for him. Do you know what I mean? It's just like
single-handedly gets him in the final. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, defensively we've been pretty good. I hope that continues. And yeah, I mean, I don't like to predict it. It's such a tough one. Such a tough one.
And also now you're getting through. You're going to get in the final. It'll be
Man City final. Don't jinx it.
It will.
Man City, Man City in the final as well. That's fucking.
I know.
It's one thing. It's gutting losing in the semi-final. It's absolutely fucking kicking the balls gutting to lose in a final, man. That is horrible. So do you know what I mean?
Where is it?
What, the final?
Istanbul.
In Istanbul.
Yeah. Been there a few times.
Spirit of Istanbul, mate. Spirit of Istanbul.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the game. I just hope it's a good watch. Like, not for the neutral, for me, for Chelsea fans. I hope it's a good game of football. I could not give a shit if it's the worst game of football going, as long as we win it 1-0.
Yeah, exactly. Havertz seems to have turned a corner, eh?
Yeah, he's actually looking good now. I think he suffered with COVID bad, didn't he? And also it's like his first season, settling in a new country. He's only young, but they're playing him a bit further forward, and he looks good. They're making like runs. Him, Werner, Mount, and stuff. Yeah, he has been. Yeah. But
Werner, how many chances does that boy miss? He misses chances.
Do you know what though? He's actually been one of our best players recently, but not if he could just fucking start putting them away. He does miss a lot of chances.
Yeah.
But he has also assisted quite a lot of goals. Yeah. And he's always involved in the build-up and stuff. And he's
unselfish, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the one that makes the runs that stretches the defence.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's been close. Obviously, Mount's been our best player in the last few months, without a shadow of a doubt. But Werner's been really good. And I mean, a lot of them have been coming into form and playing well. It's just for some reason The goals are just not flowing in. We're winning games, but the goals are just not going.
You need a clinical finisher, don't you?
Yeah.
Because Werner's not that, and he's never going to be that.
He doesn't seem to like the strikers. So, Giroud's barely been getting on the bench anymore. Tammy comes on for a little bit. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's a tough. We got a really tough run into the end of the season. So there's a lot to play for. It could go either way because there's really tough games in the Premier League. Tough game against Leicester in the Cup, and and it's always going to be tough. Right, and Chelsea women have just scored another, so it's 2-0. Just keep you updated. So come on, Rag, you're going to have to talk about Liverpool at some point. They've not been doing too bad recently, though, right?
Not been too bad, but what do we think of the game postponement against
kind of United?
Not Liverpool.
I was looking forward to watching that game.
I was looking forward to it as well.
And I also wanted. I didn't know what I wanted because I don't want Liverpool catching us too much, but I also didn't want to play City next week with them knowing they could win the title by beating us. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I really wanted to watch the game though. That was the main thing. So I didn't know anything about it because I've not had the telly on all day. So I switched it on, ready to watch it with like 15 minutes in. And about an hour before or something. And everyone was on the pitch. I was like, well, it's probably not going to happen, is it?
It was just idiots on the pitch because the protest was supposed to make a point, but it's just always the young ones, just idiots who just go along. Probably most of them there, I bet they weren't even seeing ticket holders or anything like that. People just like to cause trouble. And I saw one.
I was going to say, did you see that video though? There was a video because they said that they broke in.
Yeah.
You can quite clearly see a steward. I'll see if I can find it for you. A steward basically opens a door and just lets people walk in.
Well, I saw the boys kicking the door.
Well, they kicked it and then he opens it and lets them walk in. And they all just
walked
walked
in.
I
didn't notice that.
And I thought
an inside man.
Yeah, the stewards were kind of like looking at each other like they want this. They're obviously Man United fans. They probably just were like, you know what? Yeah, go on, protest. We want you to protest.
Good luck. That's them lost their jobs then.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the way of everything, isn't it? The protest had a meaning, and people just take it too far. As a Man United fan, Ras, what do you think about the Glazers and all that?
Man United aside, you know my feelings on football in general, English football in general. I mean, it's got completely way out of hand with the money men at the top. It should never have got to this. And I don't know if it's possible to salvage it by doing this. They're talking about the German model of 50+1, fans in control and stuff like that. But I think it might be too far away now. I don't know how they could possibly do that because it's just a game and a business to these guys, and it's not just Man United. It's like Liverpool as well. It's Tottenham. It's Chelsea in a way, and as well. But it's they've got to try and do something. They've got to try and bring some laws or something because it's sickening to see that football might it's not the end of it. Football might end up turning into this global franchise. This horrible thing that I never want to be.
The Super League stuff just opened it up to the fact that it's because when you think about it in hindsight as well. I mean, at the time it's terrible, but the gall of them to just announce it. Do you know what I mean? Just like
it's
that.
Just money though. They just see the money.
Without talking to anyone, just.
Well, it's because they know they say no. There's no point in asking because everyone will say no. But the fact is, Barcelona and Real Madrid are partnering in so much debt. Like they're really, really struggling. I mean, Man United are something about £550 million in debt as well. And they're just seeing this as like, we're going to get £3 billion to be this massive league. That's exactly what they keep Man United for.
Well, isn't that a lot of the problem with United that the Glazers have been taking money out of the club? Is that what people are saying?
That's right.
Because I know they bought it on lease, didn't they? They bought it in debt, so they used part of the club to sort out their debt, didn't they, or something like that? So I always remember that being a big problem when they first took over. That's why all the protests were then.
Yeah.
Didn't they have like green and white scarves and stuff?
Yeah.
That was like 15 years ago, yeah.
They even set up like a whole other team, didn't they? And all that sort of stuff. Like,
because they used to be called Newton. They used to be called Newton Heath, didn't they? But that's when FC United of Manchester started. They're now in Conference North. That's so. I mean, but I mean, yeah, it's I don't know, but they've got to the powers and like government stuff. It's got to start taking charge more of and not letting this happen, because it's going to keep going like this way. They're not going to go away and go, no worries, sorry. I mean, I've apologised, but they're not going to say, right, that's it, we'll just leave it as it is. They're still going to push for other things. They're going to get as much money out of these clubs as possible.
Do you think Man
Liverpool
United,
as well?
Do you think Man United should be deducted points?
Why just Man United?
No. As in for this game postponement.
No.
I was reading somewhere that they should get points deduction.
No, it's nothing to do with the club.
The game.
It was only that if the club were involved. But if people broke into the ground, they can't blame the club for it.
I think that would be a bit harsh. You know, no matter what you think of it, I think that would be harsh.
So on the other side of it, okay, Super League style, should the 6 clubs all be deducted points?
Something needs to definitely happen. Whether it be deducted points or a massive fine. But I mean, what they should. I mean, I thought like the fine thing. I thought they should fine them all a lot of money, and all that money can just go straight into grassroots and actual lower league clubs and stuff like the rest of it. But I don't. But I mean, if the whole reason is that they want to get out and join a Super League or all this for money reasons, is because they are in debt and they actually do need money. There's no point in fining them even more. I mean, it's just that'll just. I mean, it's the club. The owners won't pay the fine. It's the club that will pay the fines.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's going to put them in a worse position for if you do want them to get taken over by someone else. Someone's going to say, "What? They've just been all been fined £100 million as well." They'll be like, "I'm not paying. I'm not going to get involved in that."
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
exactly.
Do you think? The Champions League are going to change as well, the format. I don't know if you've read about that, but it sounds strange.
36 teams or something.
Yeah.
Just more games.
While I was thinking, I was like, is there anything wrong with the Champions League?
Nothing whatsoever.
Fans absolutely not like the Champions League. All this is doing is also like mollycoddling to these clubs that, you know, would be a disaster if they don't get into Europe again, isn't it?
It's just a money thing.
By making it more teams.
Yes, UEFA aren't the goodies in this. I've said it before, and the ESL the baddies. UEFA are just as bad. They'll drain people and squeeze as much money out of it as they can as well. And they're saying, well, there's no but we can make more money by doing this. They'll just keep anything to make more money for themselves. And that's all it is. It's nothing else.
I actually really like the format of the Champions League as it is. I liked it before they introduced more teams into it as well. Do you know what I mean? I don't think there's a problem with it, personally.
It's just money. It's just money. That's it.
It is just money. But
it's crazy.
I think it should go back to being literally
European Cup.
Champions Cup. Yeah, European Cup.
Yeah, European Cup. Well, yeah, because that's the whole point in it.
And the Cup Winners' Cup. Yeah.
And the Cup Winners' Cup. And the Intertotal Cup.
Yeah.
But no, that's exactly what it should be. But they won't, because the money's too big for them. Like they'll keep expand it, and it's just going to get ridiculous. Because like I'm already like the last few years, I'm already a little bit sick of it. I feel like it's the same teams that play each other all the time.
Well, that's it. That's what the European Super League would have been even worse about. Do you know what I mean?
I know. Yeah. I know. I mean, I would never watch it.
Not this again.
I would never watch it. But I feel like last few years, it's like, I'll look at the draw. It's all Champions League quarter final, Barcelona versus PSG. I'm like, I've seen it already. Do you know what I mean? I'm just bored of it already. So I mean, I'm just sick of these people. Are just the worst. Like it's just the money, man. Like UEFA and FIFA. I mean, we know they're corrupt. I mean, they've been found corrupt, and so I mean, I'm just sick of it.
It's been going on for years, isn't it?
Oh, it has, yeah. So
just needs like a proper clear out, man.
But they won't. Yeah, they won't. It's just too much money involved.
I just can't wait for the fans to get back. Like this season's just been such a.
It started a little bit, isn't it? Trickling back in again, hopefully.
And then by the start of next season, everything's just fine. It's just annoying that the European Championship you can't have England
especially for Scotland and England,
Yeah, exactly. That's going to be harsh.
Yeah. Is there going to be no fans at all?
No.
Oh, and they're not even doing like a few fans?
I read somewhere that they were hoping to have like an outside screen at like Trafalgar Square or something.
What's the point though? Because everyone will be gathering there. Like, they may as well have them inside it. Like,
exactly. If anything, it's less controlled at Trafalgar Square.
Yeah, no,
so it would be worse.
Yeah, no.
Well, I'll be watching it from the sofa.
So will I.
I think I will. So you'll be supporting
nice and simple.
No, I'll be supporting Scotland.
All
But
of us
there was
England,
was that?
just support England for the day, mate.
Nah.
Nah? You're
No,
not fancy it?
Erin's sister's coming down for it because her boyfriend's from London, and so they're like, "Oh, we'll go out to a pub and watch it." I'm like, "There's absolutely no way I'm doing that. I'm not going to a pub to watch like first of all, we're getting pubs and like if we do, it's in a garden. The gardens need mobbed. I don't want to be around fucking squashed in amongst 1,000 people. I'll just want to sit.
Do you know what? I
Watch it
do
here.
like the atmosphere of watching games in a pub, and when you're like England as well, it's better because everyone's. But I watch like a lot less of the game in a pub than I
know.
do like, at home.
Do you know what?
I'm too busy worried about like I'll be pints empty. Oh, I've got to get out of the way.
I know.
Got to get out of the way. Got to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
I tend to watch most of the game on a replay. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What I missed? What?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
replay.
Yeah. I missed that. Oh, what was that?
The one that springs to mind for me, I actually think about this sometimes. Remember when England got knocked out by Colombia? Was it 2018? I didn't even know Colombia had scored. Like everyone's going like, "Oh fuck, we're out," and that, and I'm like, "Hey, yeah, it goes to extra time, isn't it?" And everyone's like, and I looked up, I was like, "1-0?" I was like, "When did I didn't know they scored? I didn't even know it."
Is that not Croatia? Was it not Croatia?
Oh, with Croatia, yeah.
Yeah, the semi-final.
Yeah, in the semi-final. Yeah.
Oh, that was packed in there as well, wasn't it?
It was properly packed.
That was the day we saw what's her name from the Nell, Frankie.
Oh yeah.
You
Great
want
days.
you want that on the podcast, do you, John?
Great days. Say again?
You want all this on the podcast, do you, mate? Yeah.
Nah. How's the water, Ras?
Beautiful, actually.
Are you gonna have a beer for the game?
It's cold tap water in an Evian bottle. Nah, probably not.
No.
I'm just picking and choosing when I have a beer now. Generally, when I go out to the pub. That's about it.
That's a nice time to choose to have a beer, mate.
What are you going to do while I
exactly.
drink in the house?
I've got loads of booze in the house.
That's what I'm saying. What are you going to do?
If I fancy one, I'll have one. But no, I don't. Really
I'll
fancy
come,
one.
I'll take off your hands, Ras.
Yeah.
John, I noticed on your Instagram you're doing a lot of food kind of like Instagram.
Oh yes.
Yeah, there's
Is that
been some good, tasty looking stuff, mate.
Yeah, you're gonna
That
carry on
fried
doing
chicken I made on Friday night. Oh my god! I made the KFC gravy as well. Holy shit! It was fucking amazing. And I made the mash. It was so smooth. It was like Bailey's. Let me tell you that right now.
The one
I
thing
hope it wasn't like liquid like Bailey's.
I used a blender. I blended it.
the one thing
Oh, no. You don't like that mash that's all like soppy and like.
yeah.
You've got to have a bit of firmness to it. Oh, come on.
Not
for me.
Whipped,
Not for me.
whipped potato.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Quenelle.
No, but
No, it was
Barry, I think the one thing I'd like you to add to your videos is a little bit more description when you're showing us the produce, the ingredients. Because
Well, I don't
what
really
it
know how to
is.
do it properly. And how do you
Talk
put
it
music
through.
on in the background as well? How did I get a track on in the background?
you took it, I don't know, play it on a CD player. Yeah.
No, there's not a thing. It's like is that what it is?
I don't know.
No, but why is that going to help?
Why do you need
You
music?
need to talk about it.
Yeah, you need to talk us through the produce and what you do into it. And,
Or even if you put captions or something. Like,
Yeah. Okay. I hear you loud and clear.
yeah. You could. I bet you can do that, Rag. Can't you put captions on?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
There you go. If you don't want to speak.
No,
No,
I think you should speak. I think you should do like little bits, like to the camera and switch it round. Like,
Got a nice bit of chicken here. I'm just going to breadcrumb it and shove it in the pan. How about that?
You're just going to be like angry
Yeah.
like Scotsman or something.
For stuff like that as well,
Angry
you should,
Scottish
like
chef.
what Rag said before, you should try TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I don't even know. I mean, I can. Is that a different?
I know
app?
it does
I
feel
don't
like
wanna
a
get
young
involved.
person's game, TikTok.
I don't want to get involved.
It would suit it though. It would suit what you're trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah, good idea. Okay, I will do that then.
Just give
Wow,
it
that
a
was
go.
a quick turnaround.
See if it
Turn
works.
around. What's that?
See if it works, you know? You
Yeah.
just got to try the app. It's probably easier to record doing TikToks or whatever.
Yeah.
And if if all else fails, you can just do a dance, can't you? And that's TikTok, isn't it? Right, guys. Short and sweet this week.
Yeah.
We haven't had time for an Ultimate 11. We will carry that on next week. And
Who are we
John,
going to do?
very quickly, what are we doing? Norwich? Did we say Norwich?
Yeah, we'll do Norwich. And I don't know who else.
We'll definitely do Norwich, and we'll think on, and we'll do another one. Maybe someone that's not currently in the Premier League, like it. Someone that's fallen down the pecking order.
Charlton,
Charlton,
one
Derby,
of them.
One of them. All right, and then as well, John, you can update us on how your new cooking Instagram venture is going, and look forward to hearing all about it next week. Until then, chaps, fingers crossed for Chelsea.
Yeah, good luck,
Come
Ralph.
on, get in that final, and then
let's hope so.
See what happens. Right,
Right.
Spirit of Istanbul.
Right.
Laters.
Yeah.
Cheerio.
Take care, chaps.
Take it easy. See you next
See you
week.
later. Right.